The skies have cleared, and it's time for Sasquatch baseball. As tonight, the Spearfish Sasquatch will take on the Capital City Aviators here in Game 1 of a 2-game set. Alongside Justin Hausman, I'm Nikita Lohman. Justin, we weren't sure if this game was going to start on time, but as of now, things all look good out there.
Yeah, we've gotten a little bit of a break in the rain. We don't exactly expect that to continue. There's more rain in the forecast tonight, but we're going to try to get through as much as we can here starting at 6:05.
It's a race against time here between the Squatch and the Aviators. And the Sasquatch seemed like they were racing out to a dominant victory back on Saturday in here. But things got a little hairy at the end, Justin.
Yeah, just a combination of a couple unfortunate events helped the Zap get back in the game. But, you know, we were talking to Coach Demas here earlier today. At the end of the day, they scored more runs, and so they won the game.
Sasquatch with a much-needed day off yesterday. A couple of guys who've been banged up, getting themselves a little more healthy. You will see the return of one guy in Maddox Morrison in the lineup tonight. At this time, let's take you through tonight's respective starting lineups, beginning with the Capital City Aviators. Leading off and playing center field, it is Ryan Devereaux. In the 2-hole, tonight's designated hitter is Brandon Buchanan. Batting third at second base, that is Kurt Heath. The cleanup man is the first baseman, Colin Byrne. Xavier Cahill is at shortstop, batting fifth. Clayton McDonald is the sixth hitter at third base. Jack Gallows in center field, batting seventh. That is left field. In the 8th spot, it's the catcher Caleb Chai. Just recently made a commitment. And rounding out the order in right field, batting 9th, it's the newly 18-year-old Sam Fassbender. Justin, who do you see as who's the key?
The key,
Aviator team.
He's been the key before for the Aviators here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. It's Jax Medeiros. Their starter needs to go out and get on these Squatch hitters early and give his team a chance to stay in the game.
We'll step aside for a moment here as the national anthem plays at Black Hills Energy Stadium. But we will have first pitch in baseball after this.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State.
Your home for the newest games is at The Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, The Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at The Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with SURF, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter, thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe. You don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
Welcome back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch Live YouTube channel. Alongside Justin Hausman, I'm Nikita Lohman. We're just about ready for first pitch here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. We want to give you all a heads up that tonight, with rain in the forecast, rain beforehand, rain expected to continue throughout the night, we want to protect these precious cameras, which we've got up here. So, unfortunately, it'll just be a one-camera crow's nest setup here this evening, but don't expect that to be a trend going forward.
Certainly not. Again, it hurts us more than it hurts you guys. It's plenty fun up here to, try the different camera angles that we can get. So I'm going to be a little bored tonight. Hopefully we can get some good quality color commentary, and should just be tonight. Should have clear skies tomorrow. Back to the regular 4-camera setup.
On the mound tonight for the Sasquatch, it is Austin Elke. He was scheduled to go yesterday in Pierre, a game which was canceled because of rain. That is postponed now to July 14th. But for Elke, it'll be his third start of the summer. He's gone 3 innings in each of his first 2. You can expect more of the same going forward. This year, in those 2 appearances, a 7.5 ERA over 6 innings, .250 batting average against. Pitched well against Casper back on the 14th, against Capital City, actually. Against this very same team, won 3 shutout innings. The one thing that he'll want to clear up is the walks. He walked 4 batters in 3 innings. Justin, what do you want to see from Austin Elke?
Yeah, just being in the zone early, getting ahead of hitters, especially when you know that your hitters are going to go out, and perform well like they have all season. There's no reason to be behind in the count. Just get up there early and get the job done.
Ryan Devereaux steps in. Superstar at Hocking College gets ready. Elke's ready. We are underway here this evening. First pitch, hot shot, foul. Outside first. First pitch here at 6:06, so just about right on time. We didn't think we'd make it here.
No, we really didn't.
And the skies have really cleared up. There is rain coming, so You can't count your eggs before they've hatched, but things are looking good. There's a ball foul into the Aviator bullpen. Quickly 0-2 on Devereaux, who thus far this season hitting .270 and .864 OPS, one of the best marks on the team. But at Hocking College this year, not only was he a Gold Glover, but he broke the school record for average and hits. Also stole 23 bags. This is an athlete who hits the ball all over the yard and does also have a bit of pop to go with it. Here comes the 0-2 from Elke. Tying inside with the slider. The Aviators have struggled significantly as an offense. Just a .629 team OPS, scoring a little more than 3 runs a game. But Ryan Devereaux hasn't had many troubles just yet. You'll see throughout the top of this Aviator order, there are some guys who can knock the ball around. Now it's a question of getting this to be a more well-rounded lineup. The 1-2 from Elke. That's outside.
Yeah, this lineup certainly hasn't produced all the way around as you'd like. It's been some gaps, been some games where nothing has happened.
There's a called strike 3. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Elke cuts down the first man he sees tonight. And Ryan Devereaux was the beer batter, so the fans who've braved the tough weather here at Black Hills Energy Stadium are rewarded. Discounted beer the rest of the inning. So here's Brandon Buchanan. Here's another one of the guys at the top of the Aviator lineup who really has hit well so far this season. Tonight, the designated hitter. He's first on the team with a .417 average and a .932 OPS. And he's coming into this game off the heels of a season best. That's popped up first base side foul, but could be playable. Moeller coming on. Bounces in front of him. Against the Spuds last night, Justin. 4 for 6. First 4-hit game for him this season.
It's a good number against a good team.
He also played very well against the Sasquatch. In last week's 3-game set, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, he went 3 for 6, drove in a run, also walked twice. So Brandon Buchanan is doing his part. Devereaux ahead of him. It's just, again, a matter of depth. That breaking ball is inside. 2-1.
It's a quiet night at the ballpark. It's first responders night tonight. I think we've got a fire truck and an ambulance out in the parking lot.
Great job by the grounds crew getting the field ready. We saw some puddles starting to form, but they handled their business. They were on top of it. There's a hot shot down the third base line, but foul.
A little bit of quick drive will do you good.
It really is something else. And these guys were hanging around. They didn't know when the game was starting. So as a starting pitcher, Justin, how does that impact your routine, knowing in the back of your mind you might not be starting on time? There's a line drive into center field. Kwapnoski has it played perfectly, but it falls out of his glove. It went straight to Kwap, but he didn't look it in. That's going to be an E8.
Yeah, that's one that you just take your eyes off of it at the last second. And it tips off.
Here's Kurt Heath. Started out very slowly this season, but since June 13th, he's 10 for 22. A couple extra base hits in there. Takes the first pitch for a strike.
You know, as a starting pitcher working with the rain delay, it can really slow you down. Not wanting to get hot too early.
There's a line drive into right field. That's going to drop in front of Carter Towns. Buchanan will stop at second.
you don't want to get hot too early and, waste all your bullets. So it can kind of be a problem where you're not ready to come out. You've slowed yourself down too much. You're not ready to go throw strikes and be competitive. It's tough being a starting pitcher working with a rain delay.
Colin Bird swings and misses through the first pitch breaking ball. Starting pitchers are such creatures of habit. We just saw Jax Medeiros actually warming up in the Aviator bullpen. You don't usually see that right before you're going to come in. There's another breaking ball. Strike 2 on Bird.
That's a smart move. Waiting to get really hot until the game's already going.
1-2. Colin Bird is second on the Aviators in OPS right now. We saw him earlier in the year playing for the Spuds, but he's moved over to Capital City. That's popped up on the infield. Catch made by Braden Smith for the second out. With that, let's take a look at the starting alignment in the field for the Sasquatch this evening. Noah Batanco's behind the plate, Crew Moeller at first, Braden Smith at second, Ben Foyer at short, and Wilson Kiefer at third. From left to right in the outfield, it's Maddox Morrison, Sam Kwapnoski, and Carter Towns.
It's another day off for Bo Iandoli. Should get to see him later tonight.
Xavier Cahill takes strike 1. Yes, Bo Iandoli will be joining us up here in the booth in the top half of inning number 4. Looking forward to that. I think he'll be great on the mic. There's a swing and a miss. Nice pitch for strike 2. Sasquatch defense has been a bit shaky recently. 4 errors back on Friday, 2 errors on Saturday. One of them opened the doors to a 6-run 8th inning for the Zap. Upstairs with the 0-2 fastball. And we're already seeing it here in the first inning. A very rare miscue from Sam Kwapnoski in the outfield, as consistent as they come. There's a slider outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Xavier Cahill. Starting shortstop for the Aviators this evening. Tops on the team with a .538 on base percentage. Went back to the same pitch again, misses outside with a curveball. That'll start the merry-go-round. Buchanan at second. He'll be off with the pitch, as will Kurt Heath at first. Here it comes. Up high for ball 4. Xavier Cahill keeps on drawing free passes, as he's done all season. And the Aviators find themselves with the bases loaded. 2 down in the top of the first.
So it's getting to be a long inning for Elke here. 24 pitches thrown. But we've got a long list of guys scheduled to pitch today. It's probably going to be a short day for Elke anyway.
Face Clayton McDonald here. First pitch is a strike at the knees. McDonald, tonight's third baseman, really hasn't had much in the way of offense, hitting .125 this year. Struck out 7 times in 16 plate appearances. He rolls one over to third. Easy play for Wilson Kiefer. That will retire the side. The Aviators load up the bases in the top of the first inning, but come away empty-handed. Sasquatch coming to bat here in a few.
When you venture to spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
At Monument Health, We keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
Sasquatch just about ready to take the batter's box here in the bottom of the first inning. They'll see a familiar face here tonight in Jax Medeiros. The Mundelein, Illinois native will be making his third appearance of the season. His second straight here on the mound at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Things did not go well first time he was here. Back on June 14th, allowed 6 runs in just 1 inning. 5 of them were earned, 4 hits, 5 walks, no strikeouts. Again, in just 1 inning. What does he have to do to have a better result tonight?
He's going to move around the strike zone, work ahead in the count, limit the walks. The free passes, the Sasquatch are going to put up runs on you. The walks only make it worse. So staying ahead in the count, moving around the strike zone, getting some off-balance swings, that's what you got to do.
Braden Smith leading off here this evening, playing second base for the first time this year. First pitch, upstairs. Behind Smith, it'll be Maddox Morrison, Sam Kwapnowski hitting third, Noah Batanko cleanup, Carter Towns fifth, Drew Muller in the 6th spot, Lawson Ward, first start in a long time, he's batting 7th, Wilson Kiefer in the 8th spot, and Ben Foyer is the shortstop batting 9th. That's fouled away, 1-1. Braden Smith has been hot recently. 7 doubles in his last 7 games. Hitting .385 on the year. He's quickly jumped up the extra base hit leaderboards after joining the team a week late. 2-1.
It's a good take on a breaking ball down low. Saw it around the bottom of the zone to start. Watched it fall away for a ball.
High and tight with that breaking ball. So 3-1 now on Smith, who's showcased his athleticism, played center field for the first time in his career for the last 3 days. Here at second, he's also been in left. That's below the knees, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Braden Smith.
It's good plate discipline.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 10.
Great way to get on leadoff.
Good to see Maddox Morrison back in the starting lineup. This is his first start since June 16th, so 6 days out of the lineup. He did pinch hit on Saturday, went 0 for 1. First pitch is outside. That did unfortunately snap a hit streak, which had gone the entirety of the season. Too bad to see, although you can still say he's had a hit in every game he's started this year. He's hitting .429 this summer. And that hits him on the foot. Not the ideal greeting back into the starting lineup, but Morrison will take his base. First 2 runners on for the Squatch.
Medeiros already with 2 free passes here without recording an out in the first. Not the start that you want, but it's the start that you got. Got to keep battling out there.
The Sasquatch thrashed the Aviators in 3 games last week. In a 3-game sweep, outscored them 47-5. All 3 games ended in 6.5 innings. Sam Kwapnowski, a big reason for an 18-1 win in Game 1 of that series. He steps into the left-handed batter's box and takes the first pitch outside. Kwap was a double away from the cycle in that game. 3 for 5, 2 ribbies. One of his 4 homers on the season, and none of them have been cheapies. The 1-0. It's way outside.
See that Bryce Harper hit for the cycle a couple of days ago? Maybe it was yesterday.
I think it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Because
Sounds about
Schwarber
right.
also hit 3 homers, and he did it in the 5th inning, too.
Yeah, he did it in 5 innings.
I mean, things just keep on getting worse for the Mets somehow. You think they've hit rock bottom, and somehow things find a way to be more miserable. You got to feel for them a little bit. 3-0 now on Quab.
Yeah, when Steve Cohen bought the Mets, the Mets, I thought that, I thought things were going to go up for him.
I think a lot of people did.
He spent a lot of money, but nothing, he couldn't get anything.
Besides, of course, Juan Soto.
Well, he spent a lot of money
really.
and couldn't get any production. He just had rosters that couldn't get anything done.
3-1 to Quap. Fouled away at the plate. Yeah, and when you look at the payroll, they're up near $400 million. They have one NLCS appearance. Another time they made the playoffs, but it's been nothing but disappointment. It seems at some point like the uniform is just cursed.
And that's what really hurts, is that you have an owner that wants to spend money and wants to win, but it just doesn't happen.
Inside for ball 4. So 2 walks and a hit by pitch have loaded the bases with nobody out for the Squatch in the bottom of the 1st inning. And after Jax Medeiros got killed by walks last time, this is the last thing you want to see.
And this is the last guy you want to see at the plate.
Yes, Noah Batanco is on a different planet right now. 14 for his last 23 with 12 ribbies. Over the course of the season, Justin, we texted about this last night, a 733 average with runners in scoring position.
And we're at the point where this isn't a tiny sample size anymore. He's got some games under his belt.
That is 48 plate appearances.
And he still has great numbers with runners in scoring position.
High and inside with the first pitch. He switched to a yellow bat during this hot streak. That seems to be part of the magic. He came through with a clutch hit in Saturday's game at Pier, a go-ahead double in the 9th inning after the Squatch blew a 10-4 lead in the 8th. He stayed calm, a big 2-out swing. Put them ahead for good with Waitley Kolopek on the mound. And that's what it's been lately. Feels like every at-bat is good, every batted ball is hit hard. There's a hard hit ball to center field, but that'll hang up for Devereaux. Tagging up from third is Braden Smith. He will score. Maddox Morrison advances to third. It's a sac fly for Noah Batanco. Another RBI for him. Squatch on the board first, 1-0.
Hit it hard. Just hit it in the wrong spot. But got a sac fly out of it. Doesn't hurt the batting average. Improves the RBI numbers.
This has been a real 2-man wrecking crew recently. Noah Batanco and Carter Towns. In his last 6 games, Carter Towns is 12 for 21, a .654 on base percentage, 6 doubles, 12 ribbies. He's now taken the lead on the Sasquatch in OPS. First pitch, breaking ball, strike 1. On Saturday, Carter went 3 for 5 with a double and 2 ribbies. Should have been 4 for 5. He had a line drive fair ball down the right field line, but it was called foul. Now 1-1 on him. And for him to be doing this, first on the team in OPS, first in extra base hits, after a hamate injury which took him out for the entirety of his collegiate season, he took 3 at-bats. It's improbable, and it's so impressive to watch. There's a high pop. That'll go out of play. I mean, on the season now, Justin, in 75 plate appearances, he's hitting .407. And this is a guy who hits for a lot of power, too. Again, first in extra base hits. He's got 3 homers.
He's putting it all together. Hitting for average, for power, Got some speed, a couple of triples. Got the defense to boot.
We'll check in on Quap at first. He's back easily.
It's made some great plays over in right field over the last few games.
And he, just for good measure, also hitting .500 with runners in scoring position. The 1-2. That's in the dirt.
We're approaching another long inning here for Medeiros, about to reach the 20 pitch mark here in the first. Still only one out.
Three and two. This is another prototypical Carter Towns at bat. He sees the most pitches per plate appearance on the team. He has the most quality at bats percentage on the team, 64%. We could go on and on. Carter Towns has been the best hitter on the Sasquatch this year. Here he is in a 3-2 count. We'll see if Quap goes from first with one out. Not going. The pitch popped foul, out of play. If it feels like every time someone comes up to the plate with a runner in scoring position, we cite an egregiously high batting average, it's because it's true. Sasquatch hitting .401 as a team with runners in scoring position this year. Ted Williams with runners on base. Let's see if Carter Towns can keep on going. The payoff. There's a fly ball into deep right field. That one is gone. A moonshot from Carter Towns. 4-0 Squatch, bottom one.
Well, we were just talking about his extra base hits. And there's another one in the grandest of fashions. Out to right field.
It's his 4th home run of the season. It ties Quap aboard the team leaderboard. It's special to watch what he's doing right now. That also puts him in the team lead with 22 RBIs. And that was a no doubt.
Yeah, off the bat, you could tell that it was headed right out of here. A little bit of wind today, almost blowing in from left. A little bit left to right. But he didn't need any help there. He got all of it.
Here's Drew Moeller playing first base today. First pitch is inside. Crew's been struggling at the plate over the last week. 5 for 25, 7 strikeouts. Last time he was in the lineup, though, in the final game here at home, he did have 2 sac flies. There's a fly ball hit deep into center field. Devereaux is on the way back, but he'll make the catch in front of the track.
It's a good-looking swing from Moeller. He got a lot of that baseball, but just hit it in the wrong spot.
And here is Lawson Ward, much anticipated return to the starting lineup. It's the first time he started a game since May 27th, nearly a full calendar month. Sasquatch are very excited to have him back. He's the designated hitter tonight. Don't expect him to play the full length of the ball game.
He's wearing a different number tonight.
First pitch to him's inside.
He's got 21 on.
Normally wears 27.
Wonder what that's about.
It's interesting. 21 is not taken. Actually, that's Whately Kolopek's number.
You think they switched tonight?
There's a fly ball into fairly deep center field. Devereaux has got a beat on it. Makes the catch to retire the side. But the Sasquatch score 4 runs in loud fashion. Headlined by a 3-run bomb from Carter Towns. 4-0. Top second on the way.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
A little bit of a surprise. New pitcher on the mound here in the second inning for the Sasquatch. It's J.J. Manuel. Austin Elke, tonight's starter, his day done after only 1 inning. He does not allow a run. 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. J.J. Manuel this season has been arguably the best pitcher for the Sasquatch. A 2.63 ERA and 3 starts, 13 2/3 innings pitched. Big reason for his ascension has been extra focus dedicated specifically to pitching, Justin.
Yeah, Coach Dima's talking about changing the mentality of being a two-way guy to being a pitcher that sometimes gets to hit. That helps you focus to perfect the craft that you're probably going to be known for at the D1 level.
He gave up his first 4 runs of the year against the Spuds back on the 16th in 4 innings. Before that had gone 9 2/3 scoreless. See what he's got in store against the Aviators. Probably won't be in this game for too long. First pitch, a swing and a miss from Jack Gallo.
Well, he's got the velo. He must know that he's not going to be out there very long.
Think of this as more of a side bullpen session with the Spuds coming up later this week. It's a heater inside. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the Sasquatch will be in Casper for a big 3-game set. At this time, the Sasquatch are up ahead of the Spuds by 4 games. Spearfish 16-4, Casper 14-10. There's a line drive back up the middle, but a sliding catch by Braden Smith. Showing off the athleticism at a new position for the first out.
It's because why not? He's played some left, played some center, now getting some time in the infield. He can do it all.
Usually you'll see guys go from the infield to the outfield, and that's a much easier adjustment. Pretty rare to see a guy come in because the game is faster on the dirt compared to the grass. Looked like he had no issues there. There's a swing and a miss. Firm fastball from J.J. Manuel by Caleb Chai, who just delivered some news to us up here in the press box earlier today. He has committed to Edmonds College. He was previously at Centralia, where he hit .276 this year. Couple good days for him. 2 for 3 with a walk last night. Commitment today. Let's see if he can roll that momentum against J.J. Manuel. That's an awkward swing off the end of the bat. J.J.'s going to take it to the bag himself. 2 quick outs.
Pitchers are athletes, too. Took it all the way. He didn't need any help.
And correct me if my eyes deceive me. It kind of looked like that ball hit off the bat twice.
Maybe I didn't see it, but I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. It certainly had some awkward spin to it. It's kind of dancing around in the grass.
2 outs, nobody on for Sam Fassbender. Swings and misses through strike 1. Last night, 1 for 4 with a walk and RBI. That was his first hit, walk, and ribby of the season. He's hitting .062 in 17 plate appearances. There's a hot shot, fair. Down the third base line. No one has made a signal. We believe it's a fair ball. Fassbender is in at second base. But now they're calling him back. Justin, did you see anyone make a signal?
No, but the body language between the home plate umpire and Batanko made it obvious to me. Now, it's not going to be obvious to anybody else, especially as the hitter. If you're running, you're not looking back between the umpire and the catcher.
So Fassbender gets his cardio in for the day. Now he comes back in an 0-2 count. J.J. Manuel thought he had strike 3 on a breaking ball, but misses low. The 1-2 for Manuel. Fastball high.
He's certainly got a few extra ticks here today.
The arm's feeling good. Coming in out of the bullpen. We'll see how long he pitches here today. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Quick 1-2-3 inning for J.J. Manuel out of the bullpen. 4-0 Sasquatch through an inning and a half.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff. I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you, as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
Bottom of the second here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Sasquatch against Jack Medeiros, who's already made it farther than he did last time against the Squatch on June 14th when he went just an inning and allowed 6 runs. Things didn't fare that well in the first, though. Only 1 hit for the Squatch, but it was a big one.
Yeah, Carter Towns got a hold of one. Sent out a 3-run shot deep to right field. A no-doubter.
Just a reminder to you fans, with rain in the forecast, rain before the game, this game might be cut short due to rain. We will only be having the Crow's Nest camera. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we'd like to keep these cameras rolling fresh for the rest of the season, so they get the night off.
This is an insurance take. You know, we'd rather lose tonight than the rest of the season.
Wilson Kiefer will lead off in the bottom of the second. First pitch to him is outside. Hitting .407 on the year with a 1046 OPS. He seemed to find himself up with runners in scoring position in just about every at-bat of the Zap series, and he came through. Driven 7 runs in 3 games. That's inside.
I was going back collecting Updating season stats, collecting stats from the last few games for these guys. Kiefer had a good last couple of days. Towns has had a great last couple of days. Patanko's had a good last couple of days.
Three 0. So even with guys like Maddox Morrison, who of course is back in the lineup tonight, but missed just about a week's time out of the lineup. Bo Iandoli, who you will hear from tonight, he's out of the lineup. Dom Torres, Ben Melendres, Malachi Lopez, a lot of guys down. But other hitters stepping up. It really hasn't been felt at all. There's strike one on Kiefer, outside corner. Shows you the depth of this team. We've said it before, 15 hitters on the roster, and honestly, I think Coach Demas would consider starting all 15 if he could.
It's like T-ball, everybody hits.
Wilson Kiefer works the leadoff walk. Already the fourth free pass, 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch for Medeiros through an inning plus.
Batting for the Spearfish Sasquatch, number 3, shortstop, Benjamin Fiore.
Yeah, we really could go to the T-ball days and have the lineup order be decided by what number you wear.
Lawson Ward would be a couple spots up today then.
They throw over to check in on Kiefer. We'll have to ask him about that. There was a situation in Pierre where Matt Martinez was pitching wearing number 28 because he didn't have his number 11 jersey on hand. There's a strike to Ben Foyer, who, after such a hot start to the season, has cooled off 0 for 9 over his last 2 games. His average has dropped from way above 400 to 352. Nothing to scoff at, still a great number. Yeah, 1, that's outside.
You have times like these throughout seasons all the time where, you're going to go a game or two without getting hit.
The peaks and valleys of baseball. If you could hit to the back of your baseball card every single day, well, you'd be the greatest hitter of all time because nobody's doing that.
Yeah, everybody has offers.
Again, checking in on Kiefer. He hasn't stolen a base this year. In fact, the Sasquatch as a team really haven't been aggressive on the base paths. 0 stolen bases since June 14th. So 8 days since their last bag. Now 3-1 on Foyer.
Doesn't help that Dom Torres has had a couple of days off.
It'll be a different story when he's back in the lineup. Every time he gets to first, he's a threat to take second.
And then third, and then home.
That's upstairs for ball 4, so Ben Foyer works a walk. Back to back here to start the bottom of the second. Potentially another big inning brewing. Here's Braden Smith.
Now batting for the Spearfish Sasquatch, number 8, Braden Smith.
Smith walked to lead off the bottom of the first. Came around to score on a sac fly for Noah Batanko. First pitch. Slider outside.
For anybody concerned about the rain, if we do get rained out tonight, but have already completed 5 full innings, it's an official game. We will not have to make it up. If we don't make 5 innings tonight, you can expect us to start early tomorrow.
One and one.
In that case, we would pick up where we left off of this game. It would turn into a 7-inning game. So if we're in the 4th, we'll play till the 7th. We'll take a 30-minute break, come back for the second game, which would also be a 7-inning game.
It's all been planned out. Runners go for second and third. They'll throw it behind Foyer at second, not nearly in time. So there are the first 2 stolen bases in more than a week. It puts 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out.
Takes away the double play. I like the move.
The pitch on Kiefer was a ball. Excuse me, to Smith was a ball. It's 2-1. Double play is especially relevant with Braden Smith. There's a fly ball, right center field, slicing away from Devereaux. It's Fassbender who makes the catch on the run. It's going to be another sac fly as Kiefer marches home. The double steal leads to a run. 5-0 Squatch.
Hit it hard, approaching the right center gap, but good defense out there by the Aviators to run it down.
Ben Foyer took third. So Maddox Morrison, all he's got to do is put the ball in play. The Aviators infield is back. They'll trade a run for an out. First pitch outside. So 5 runs on just 1 hit for the Sasquatch. This game quickly tumbling away from the Aviators, in large part because Medeiros is struggling to find the zone. Now 2-0 on Morrison. In that first series between these two teams, where the Sasquatch outscored the Aviators 47-5, Squatch had a triple slash as a team, 480, 585, 755 slug. They hit 3 homers, had 20 extra base hits, and they struck out 8 times as a team. So more than double the extra base hits compared to strikeouts. That just doesn't happen. There's ball 4 on Morrison. Second time he's reached in 2 innings.
It was utter dominance from the Squatch in the last series. Success was never the question for the pitching staff or the lineup.
Chai goes out to talk things over with Medeiros, who's walked 3 batters in this inning, 5 in an inning and a third. And now he has to go up against a guy who can make it 8-0 in the blink of an eye.
Really quick.
Quap walked in the first. He's already homered once against the Aviators this season. First pitch is outside. His 20 RBI total was tied for tops on the team, tied for the #1 mark in the ILB until Carter Towns hit a 3-run homer. Let's see if Quap retake his advantage. They'll throw over first. Morrison back in time.
Quap today in batting practice was working on pulling the ball. He's keeping it real close to the right field line.
That's grounded through into right field for a base hit. Foyer scores. Morrison speeding into third base. Quap now trying to take second. And he will make it. The throw is not in time at third. Aviators appealing that Maddox Morrison slid over the third base bag. Try to get some input from the home plate umpire, but the call stands. It's an RBI single for Sam Kwapnowski, and it's 6-0 Squatch.
I didn't see it. There's a pole right between me and third base. I know that Morrison slid long. Whether or not the hand came off, I'm not sure.
Well, regardless, doesn't matter. Second and third, 1 out. Noah Batanco at the plate, who gets another shot with a runner in scoring position. 2 of them. Again, hitting .733 in these situations this season. First pitch, curveball for strike 1. It's not just the run production, though. Batanco has walked 10 times, struck out just 3. That's the best walk to strikeout rate on the team. He has the best on base percentage in the entire ILB, up above 600. There's a pop-up down the right field line, foul. Fassbender in right aggressively playing him to pull.
Mac Hibbins out in the bullpen. He tried to catch that with his hat, but he missed. You'll have to ask him about that tonight.
I certainly will. Say, hey, Mac, where are the ball skills? No balls and 2 strikes on Batanco. A sac fly in the first inning. That's outside.
Hibbins, another guy scheduled to pitch today.
We'll also see Jackson Peters tonight.
Something we didn't expect. But he's still here, so he's going to pitch.
And every time he does pitch, it's a spectacle. That's something to stick around for. Here comes the 1-2. There's a deep drive into left field. Batanco's watching, but that's foul. Just a bit out in front. It's the second time that Noah Batanco has hit a foul home run in the last 10 days here at Black Hills Energy Stadium.
That one hurts. That's another one that we knew was over the fence right away. Just whether or not it was going to stay fair. It's about 10 feet foul.
Another 1-2. That breaking ball goes over the head of Batanco. Noah Batanco is still looking for his first home run of the year. He does have 4 doubles. Two. That'll hit him straight on the back. Didn't make much of an attempt to get out of the way of that one. He'll take his base.
It's a breaking ball that backed up.
Here's Carter Towns.
Doesn't get any easier.
Now batting for your Spearfish Sasquatch, number 40.
He killed a 3-run homer in the bottom of the first inning. Here he's got the bases juiced with 1 out. First pitch from Medeiros is a strike at the knees. The homer for Towns came in a full count. He'd fouled off a couple tough 2-strike pitches. That's what he's done all season. Sees more pitches per plate appearance than anybody on the team. Finds a mistake and does damage more times than not. That's inside.
Really is a quiet night at the ballpark tonight.
There's a line drive, base hit into left field. Scoring from third is Morrison. Everyone else moves up 90 feet. Another RBI from Carter Towns. He's got 4. It's only the second inning. 7-0 Squatch.
Early candidate for player of the game. He was player of the game twice in the 4-game homestand last week.
And he easily could have been player of the game all 3 games of the Zap series in that final matchup on Saturday. 3 for 5 with double, 2 ribbies. It's just every day. Things are really going for him. Crew Moeller trying to get things going on the same page. 912 OPS on the season. Here's a chance to do some serious damage. Checks his swing, but they say he went for strike 1.
Certainly did go. And he did the thing you don't want to do. He held it there. He left the evidence on the crime scene.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Moeller has a staggeringly high fly ball rate. 62% of the balls he's put in play have been in the air. Which is not a bad thing, but you'd like a few more line drives in there. Just gets a piece on 0-2 to stay alive. Hitting with runners in scoring position has also been a bit of a struggle for him. Just a 143 average with RISP. But when he's connected, it's gone a long way. 16 ribbies. There's a line drive, left field, sinking down. One hop in front of Gallo. Scoring from third, Kwapnoski. The hit parade keeps coming for the Sasquatch. It's 8-0.
Golfed it. I don't know if you'd classify that a line drive, but it was a lower launch than a deep fly.
Yeah, that's right on the borderline.
I don't really know what you would classify that. The bat path was very vertical on it. Again, he golfed it out into left field.
Lawson Ward takes the first pitch for a strike. He flew out to center to end the first inning. Just his 16th plate appearance of the season here, hitting .364, 500 on base. Still looking for his first extra base hit of the summer. 1-1. There's been a lot of hard contact, for the most part on the ground in the early going. One and one, Ward takes one right to the elbow. It's an RBI. 5 runs home in the bottom of the second. The Sasquatch continuing where they left off last week against Capital City. It's 9-0, bottom 2.
Movement in the bullpen, but it's early movement. It's just warming. Appears to be no relief for Medeiros here in the second.
Just based on the early going tonight, I'm going to call my shot, Justin. Should the weather hold, this might be the day for the $10,000 swing. It's just the way things have lined up. The ball's flying. A lot of power hitters in the order. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, I don't mean to burst your bubble. It's pretty gray.
It is.
Out to the northwest, which is where our last rainstorm came from. It's where the next one is expected to come from. We've got time. It's just whether or not we make it to the 6th. This game is moving pretty slow. We're 54 minutes into the game since first pitch. We're only in the bottom of the second inning. The rain is supposed to hold until about 8 o'clock. The heavy rain, at least, is supposed to hold until 8 o'clock. We're not on pace.
Certainly not at this current moment, as the bases are loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the second for Wilson Kiefer. He smokes one into left center field, but Devereaux's under it, makes the catch. There's a sac fly. Moeller moves to third as Carter Towns crosses home plate. Double digits on the board early. Sasquatch on top 10-0.
One pitch. One fly ball. One more out, one more run.
3 sac flies now in 2 innings. Runners on the corners for Ben Foyer.
Selfless at bats.
There's a strike. 10 runs for the Squatch on only 4 hits. Jax Medeiros has walked 5 and hit 2 batters. 1-1. Foyer is the 11th man to come to the plate here in the bottom of the second inning. He walked, was part of a double steal, came around to score. That's popped up, out of play, down the first baseline.
Right off the roof of the concession stand.
On 1-2. Pitches in the dirt.
Lawson with a bluff steal over at first.
Yeah, he's been dancing around a little bit. He's saying, hey, coach, the hamstring's just fine. I'm ready to go.
I think he's been trying to say that for about 3 weeks now.
Yeah. The day after the injury, he was on the field taking BP. He's been itching to get out there. Finally draws a throw at first, but he's back easily.
He's going to kneel back into the bag. It's not even a step and a dive. That was a step and a fall over.
2-2 to Foyer. That'll hit him on the back. Another hit by pitch. It's the third in the second inning alone.
Now, all of them have been on breaking balls, so, we're not at risk of injuring anybody here.
Never feels good, though.
And it doesn't feel good, but it'll go away.
Yeah. You might get a lace mark, but you kind of sign up for that when you step into the batter's box. You know what's going to happen eventually.
It's a part of baseball.
Here's Braden Smith. Still hasn't recorded an official at-bat today. First pitch, swing and a miss. He had a sac fly earlier in this inning. Drew a walk and scored in the first. 6 runs already home for the Sasquatch here in the bottom of the second inning. They're putting away the Aviators early. 0-1. Fouled away.
Smith just a hair behind that fastball.
This is a situation where the Aviators struggle. They just can't put hitters away. They're striking out just 11% of the batters they face. Way lower than the league average. Let's see if they can get a punch out here on 0-2. That's outside. One of the things I love to look at to deem how good a pitching staff has been is your strikeout to walk rate. If you're striking out a lot more guys than you walk, more likely than not, you're going to be good over a large sample size. Well, the Aviators striking out 11% of batters they face and walking more than a hitter per inning this season. There's a grounder out to second. Should be easy. Throw to first is high, though. Everyone's safe. Kurt Heath lollipopped it. It pulled Colin Bird off the bag. That'll be an E4. That'll be the 11th run for the Sasquatch and the 7th in this inning alone. Here's Maddox Morrison. Came into the game with 18 ribbies. He's got a chance for some more with the bases loaded and 2 away. Walk and a hit by pitch so far. There's a hot shot, but foul. Almost hits Gonzo over at first.
I hear you. Oh, Gonzo, a little payment.
Yeah, he found my wallet fell out of my pocket when I was leaving the parking lot coming to the field, and Gonzo picked it up for me. One and one now. In Saturday's game, Gonzo got more fired up than I've seen him this season. A line drive down the right field line from Carter Towns, which was called foul. You could see he was displeased with the call. But in his mind, that anger, the frustration, is less of a showing towards the umpire and more of a way to fire up the team. That's what he said on the bus after the game, saying, look, this is an opportunity to fire up the boys. This has been a crazy game, but if we can get something to all rally behind, it can be a good thing. So now it's 3-1 on Maddox Morrison. He just has not gotten a pitch remotely close to hittable here today. A walk, A hit by pitch. Could be looking at another one. But there's nowhere to put him. We'll see if Medeiros gives in. In a 3-1 count, Morrison fouls it away.
The bullpen is now empty out there, and I think the man warming is ready.
See if Matt Kibben comes out for the third inning. Runners will be off with the pitch here. 3-2, 2 outs. That's outside for ball 4. Maddox Morrison has reached base all 3 times he's come to the plate. He'll take an RBI there.
It's the Aviator bullpen that's empty. They had a guy warming up. He is now back in the dugout.
Number 23, Sam Kwapnowski.
Sam Kwapnowski with the bases loaded. Want to know. This is the second time this inning he's come up with the bases juiced. Hit an RBI single earlier. The 1-0. 2-0 now.
This is a historically long inning for Medeiros. He came in at 26 pitches. Has now reached 80.
This is like where Carson Dupuis got to in a start against the Squatch earlier this year. I don't remember seeing numbers this high.
This is 54. This is pitch number 55.
And that might be the end of it. Fly ball down the left field line, but it's going to drop in. That's going to be 2 RBIs as Foyer and Smith score. They had Quap played to pull. He beats the shift on a bloop double. Actually, only a single as he held up at first base.
I think this will be the day for Medeiros.
He exits. He's allowed 14 runs in an inning and 2/3. The Sasquatch are pouring it on. We'll step aside for a moment.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter, thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe. You don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
New pitcher on the mound for the Aviators is Taylor St. John. He'll be making his Capital City debut here this evening.
Jax Medeiros through 1 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up 14 runs, 10 earned on 5 hits, 6 walks, no strikeouts, 81 pitches, only 34 in the strike zone, 4 hit by pitches.
14 runs on 5 hits. Kind of jarring to see. Here's Noah Batanko. Runners on the corners, 2 down. This will be his second plate appearance of the second inning. He was hit by a pitch, first time up.
After almost going deep.
I think he'll be swinging for the fences here. Why not?
Why not? Might as well.
There are times to try to keep the line moving, get a hit, and then there are times to be selfish and take war hacks at the plate. This is about as good of a time as any. First pitch breaking ball is at the letters for strike 1. Aviators battled last night. They lost 12-7 to the Spuds. Not much of a fight here this evening, though. Issued 6 walks. It's been a problem all year. Rearing its ugly head again tonight. So there is a base hit into left center field. Scoring from third is Morrison. RBI single for Noah Batanko. Second ribby of the day for him. 15-0 Sasquatch. 11 runs here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting for the Sasquatch is right fielder number 40.
I do believe with one more run, it would be a season high for runs in an inning. They've scored 11. They did it against the Zap and Pier. First pitch to Carter Towns is outside. And Justin, I'm running out of room on my score sheet. If 3 more hitters come to the plate, we're going to have twice that the Sasquatch have batted around in the second inning. Now it's 2-0 on Towns, who has a homer and a single. Hey, just a double and a triple from the cycle.
Only in the second inning.
Could be. That's a fly ball into center field. Sinking fast. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Squatch base runners are not inclined to take extra bases here. They're just moving up 90 feet each. Up 15-0 in the second inning. No need to show up. The Aviators. Well, it's a good day for Carter Towns, like many others in the Sasquatch lineup. He's 3 for 3. Drew Moeller hit an RBI single earlier in this inning. We'll see what he's got in store here. Oh, and 1. So the Spearfish bats responding after what was described to us by Coach Demas as a much-needed day off. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Off-speed pitch, got Moeller out in front. Yeah, it's nice to get those unexpected days off to reset. The guys that are dealing with more nagging injuries have some time to rest.
Looks like Aiden Meverden is in the on-deck circle, as that hits Crew straight on the back. And I tell you what, in a 15-0 game, you don't want to get hit by a pitch. You never want to get hit, but especially not in this situation. Obviously not intentional. He takes his base.
And it's another off-speed pitch.
Pitch hitting for the Spearfish Sasquatch, number 26, from right here at Spearfish, Aiden Meverden.
Here is the local kid, Aiden Meverden. In Game 3 against the Aviators, went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and an RBI. Was crowned the player of the game. Takes the first pitch for a strike.
Mev has got one of my favorite walk-up songs on the team.
It's 1-1.
By Benson Boone. It's a perfect summer song. You know, hot day at the ballpark.
Swing and a miss.
Might not be the most classic walk-up song.
Just good vibes, though.
But yeah, good summer baseball vibes.
1 ball and 2 strikes on him. There's a called strike 3. That will finally end the inning, but the Sasquatch send 18 hitters to the plate. They score 12 runs on 6 hits, and they lead 16-0 through 2 innings here this evening.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
Top of the 3rd inning, JJ Manuel is working with all the run support in the world. It would take 4 grand slams to tie this game. Top of the 3rd inning, Sasquatch leading 16-0. You can hear the Ryan song playing in the background for Ryan Devereaux, tonight's beer batter. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Devereaux made the fans here happy. He struck out to lead off the game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Having JJ Manuel in at this point in the game. For the Aviators, you got to be like, man, what are we supposed to do now? There's a base hit into right field. Ryan Devereaux is on the board. First base runner, JJ Manuel, is allowed.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 8, Brandon Buchanan.
I do believe we have a pinch hitter.
This is still Buchanan.
Floated into right center field. That's down for a base hit. Back-to-back hits. Going for third is Devereaux. The throw. On time. Strong one hop from Carter Towns, but Devereaux too fast. Back-to-back singles. Have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting for the Capital City Aviators, number 15, Kurt Heath.
Next up is Kurt Heath. He singled against Austin Elke in the first inning. So after giving up 12 runs, having to stand out in the field for more than a half hour, Aviators coming out swinging.
Connor Brown is down behind home plate. He's got a radar gun in his hands. I'm trying to read the reading after each pitch. That was a no read.
Also a changeup, so it matters, but it's not what we're here for.
I'm just interested. That's all.
We're here to see the fastball velo.
It's like another no read. He's getting frustrated. You can see him down there at the bottom of your screen. He's sitting with Aiden Bond. There, that was a read.
High fly ball, center field. Kwapnoski makes the catch. Tagging from third is Devereaux. The throw, not in time, cut off by J.J. Manuel. And the Aviators are on the board. It's 16-1. Who said it? The top half of this Aviators lineup can hit. Impressive string of 3 ABs against J.J. Manuel. Colin Bird now bats. He popped out in the first. Takes that inside, 1-0. Now 2-0.
It's a no read on the fastball. I'm waiting.
Always curious because you think you can be close with the naked eye, but nothing matches the true measurement. That's ripped into right center field. That's going to be over Kwapnoski's head. One hops up against the wall. Coming around third is Buchanan. They're sending him. There will be no throw as it comes into third. It's an RBI double for Colin Bird. He keeps his hot hitting going. 2 runs here in the third inning for the Aviators as it's 16-2.
That was ripped. Hit it hard on a line out to deep center field. Kwap was playing shaded to right field. He really had no chance of catching that ball.
First pitch to Xavier Cahill is a strike. Yeah, Connor Brown's getting frustrated. He's shifted over a little bit, trying to line up exactly with home plate to see if he can get a read. Now, I'm not an expert on this kind of technology. Do you think the pole is part of the issue?
It could be. The umpire could be in the way. The hitter could be in the way.
There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3-pitch K of Cahill. Second strikeout for Manuel today.
I'm not going to claim to be an expert either.
Maybe Bo Iandoli will be a radar gun expert. Probably not. He's just coming up in the top of the 4th inning. Something to be excited about. 1-0 the count on Clayton McDonald. Now 2-0. He grounded out to third base to end the first. Aviators had a threat. Runners on first and second. And then the base is loaded, but couldn't come up with anything. Now 2-1 as that's fouled out of play.
Matt Kibben now getting warm in the bullpen.
Three balls and a strike now. That's a grounder to short. Easy for Foyer. Throws out McDonald. Retires the side. The Aviators do score 2 runs off J.J. Manuel in the third inning. They're 2.5. The Sasquatch are rolling. They're up 16-2.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Defensive substitution here for the Aviators in the bottom of the third inning. Brody Oilo is in left field in place of Jack Gallo. Leading off, bottom of the third inning, just like he did the second, it's Wilson Kiefer. Very nearly batted 3 times in the second. Rare sight to see. I don't think the Sasquatch have done it this year. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, they haven't. At least in games that we've called.
And in the ones we haven't, also no, because those weren't exceptionally high-scoring games for ILB standards. First pitch from St. John is upstairs. Bo Iandoli will be joining us here in the booth in the top of the fourth. There's strike one. Kiefer today has walked, stolen a base, and had a sac fly. Stolen bag was the first in more than a week for the Squatch. That's hit in the air to center field. Devereaux puts it away for the first out.
It's a rip from Kiefer, but hard line out.
Ben Foyer has had 2 trips around the bases. A walk and a hit by pitch, scored both times in the second inning. He's still trying to snap in 0 for 9 skid over his last 2 games. It's a good time to do it. All the pressure's off. Can play loose. Now 2-0. Normally in a game like this, you'd see the bench emptied. But this is pretty much all they're working with right now. Ben Melendrez is on the bench, but they're giving him some time. He had 1 plate appearance yesterday, or I should say in the last game on Saturday against the Zap. And a 4-pitch walk for Ben Foyer. Third time he's been aboard today. Saturday's game was a lot. Coach Demas said it hit him like a truck. But honestly, I think it can be a good thing. You got a feeling on the bus ride home that the guys really rallied together behind that. That's flared into right field, down for a base hit. Fassbender was playing shallow, hoping to maybe cut off Foyer at second, but not close. First hit for Braden Smith today. Here's Maddox Morrison. Justin, there is a lot of colored in black ink on my scorebook right now.
There is. It's a,
There's a grounder out to second. Too slow for a double play. Opting for the out at first is Heath. 2 down.
it's tough to score games that are this high scoring, in just 3 innings, putting up 12 runs in the second. It gets kind of messy, with all the batting around. Your innings kind of get thrown off.
That's hit down the right field line, but foul over the head of Mac Hibben. Quap is 2 for 2. 2 Ribby singles in the second inning. The second one drove in 2 runs. It was a high pop down the left field line. Here he's behind 0-2.
That was a big swing.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those from him. He doesn't get cheated, especially in this spot. Why not?
He gets his money's worth in games like this.
There's a high chop, slow roller. Might be tough for Heath. He went for the glove flip, and it's over the head of Bird. Braden Smith is going to come on home behind Ben Foyer. Would think that's got to count as an RBI single and an E4, which allows the second run to score. It's an 18-2 Sasquatch lead. 4 ribbies now for Kwapnowski.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 20, Noah Matenko.
Noah Batanko has 2 RBIs today, continuing to dominate at the plate. He's reached base in his last 35 plate appearances 24 times. It's almost 70%. That, again, that just doesn't happen in baseball, or at least it's not supposed to. That's like if Barry Bonds came to the plate without a bat in 2004. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
That's hit in the air, right center field. Gives a Fastbender a run for his money. It's over his head and to the wall. Everyone jogging around the bases. Kwapnowski could have easily scored, but again, an 18-2 game. Not trying to show up the opponent. He moves to third. It's a double for Noah Batanko. Second hit for him today.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 40, Carter Towns.
A 1340 OPS in 3 games versus the Aviators coming into this. Somehow that number's going to go up, Justin.
Yeah. Just putting together good at-bats followed by hard contact that has found the outfield at an exceptional rate.
Or strike 1. Also get the feeling that the strike zone has expanded a little bit.
As
it
it
should. We're in sync.
Yep.
We've spent some time together.
Yeah, we're there.
There's a number off the end of the bat. Cahill fields, and there will be no play. It's an infield single and an RBI for Carter Towns. The hits just keep on coming. It's 19-2 in the third inning.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 4, Drew Muller.
Carter Towns, an early candidate for player of the game. 4 for 4, a 3-run homer, and 5 ribbies. Drew Muller swings and misses. I'd like to see him connect. It may not have much impact on this game. There's someone warming up in the Aviator bullpen. But a home run would make him feel good.
It certainly help.
After a hot start at the plate, there's a high pop on the infield. Chai calls for it, and it hits off his glove. They're probably going to get the out at second, and that throw is high. So Towns is safe. That's going to be an E2 on Caleb Chai. Everyone advances. The bases are loaded. 2 outs for Aiden Meverden.
Now batting for the Sasquatch, number 26, Aiden Meverden.
Mev struck out to end the last inning. Now up with 2 outs again.
First pitch is high. You have any funny memories with blowouts in baseball?
Not that come to mind immediately. I'm sure if I sat down and thought.
I actually have a good one. I was at a Yankees game. This is 2015. Yankees versus Texas Rangers. CC Sabathia pitching for the Yanks. It wasn't a great year for him. He gives up 10 runs in the third inning. I'm crying. I was 9 years old. I know there's no crying in baseball, but I think you need to give a 9-year-old a break. Caleb Chai thought that was strike 3. He started walking towards the dugout and rolled one back out to the mound. Strike 2. I'm crying. CC Sabathia is getting booed. My mom isn't having it. And to this day, CC Sabathia is still her favorite player. Because of that day, as there's strike 3, Aiden Meverton is set down to retire the side. The Sasquatch score 3 runs. They send 9 hitters to the plate. Bo Iandoli joins us in the booth here for the top of the 4th inning. Squatch ahead 19-2.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus, where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter, thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe. You don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
Matt Kibben on the mound here for the top of the 4th inning. And we've got a guest here in the booth, Bo Iandoli.
Yes, sir.
Bo, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
I asked Justin at the end of last inning, it's a 19-2 game in the 4th inning. Do you have any funny memories of blowout games in your playing career?
You know, the one that comes to mind, and this is from a minute ago, but we played our rivals in an all-star game when I was probably in 4th grade in like the tournament to get into like supers or whatever, and we just blew them out. And then when you're like a little kid, you have no sympathy whatsoever. So we're kicking the crap out of them and just loving every second of it. But that's got to be my best memory from one of these blowout games.
So what do you think the line is where, all right, let's stop taking an extra base? When do you stop stealing bases and going for?
In this game, it should be like right now. But to be fair, like they have some good bats, so they can string together a couple knocks. And I think it's tough when we're, as an offense right now, we're getting hits and like getting walked. So you can't really like stop guys from putting barrels on it, or stop guys from getting hit by a pitch. You know what I mean? So I think just in a few innings here, it should be a stop taking an extra bag. And I think everyone knows now to not steal, pretty much, advance on that.
Especially, look, these at-bats still count towards your end of your stats.
They do, absolutely.
How much do you pay attention to your stats? Is that something you're super focused on, or just more like the process of the game? So,
like, as we were just talking about, like, during the college season, definitely, like, tried to stay out of it, but, like, was up to date. I'd never be a guy that's like, oh, if I get a hit here, I'm going to hit, my average goes up this much. But, like, I know, like, relatively where I'm at. And kind of I have, like, some that I, like, look more like closely into. Like at the end of the day, like you can hit balls hard and your average will be low or whatever. But like if my on base percentage is high and I have a lot of doubles, like that's kind of what I'm looking more for. So, and I can't even tell you what it was this season. I know I finished the college season with 12 doubles, and like that's something that I'm like looking for. But I mean, you can go for 4 with 4 barrels and your average goes down. You know what I mean? So just it depends on the specific stat, I'd say.
Well, you say on base percentage in doubles. I can tell you have a 481 on base percentage, and you lead the ILB with 9 doubles.
Yeah.
So those things are working well for you.
Absolutely.
What's been going right at the plate?
Yeah, I mean, I think just like during the regular season for college, I finished with like around 180 at bat. So it's like there was no like buffer coming up here and with my timing. So it was just kind of keeping everything rolling in the way it was. At Regis, we have, in my opinion, the best hitting coach in the country, Pat Jolly, as our head coach, and he just, there's such an attention on approach and not trying to do too much at the plate because as hitters, like every once in a while you try to hit home runs and that doesn't work out. So just at the plate now, I'm trying to hunt heaters, get my pitch, stay patient, and just kind of do what the game asks of me. Like if I'm up with a runner on third, less than 2 outs, like how can I hit a fly ball? How can I get him in? So just trying to do what the game asks of me and play it the right way, I'd say.
Matt Kibben cruising here, struck out 2 batters.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's your pregame routine? If you know you're going to be in the starting lineup, are you a superstitious kind of guy, or are you more go with the flow?
Okay, so it's over the years it's shifted, of course. I used to be way too superstitious to a point where it's like I had to like stop doing some of that stuff just because it would drive me crazy. But I wouldn't say anything like I try to get a good night's rest the night before. I mean, but that's pretty standard. And then get a workout in, get a good meal in, high carbs or whatnot. And then when I'm getting closer to the game, like I always like to come to early work. I have my hitting routine that I always go through, which involves just some drills to get me loose. And then when I'm putting on my uniform, like the only real superstition I have is everything left goes first. So left sock, left like leg through pant, left wrist tape, all that. If I'm doing eye black, left eye black goes first. Don't know why. That's just how it is. And then I just get a good like warm up in the outfield. But it's funny you mentioned that because I was actually talking to Maddox Morrison about this. Like I've gotten to the point where it's like played so many games that it's like you just kind of do what you want. Like if I want to not have an energy drink before, I just won't. Or if I do, I do. And it's like at some point you just got to do whatever you feel. And I think that's the best pregame routine.
You say you like to get carbs in before the game. What's your go-to pregame meal?
Uncrustable.
Nice.
Uncrustable. Have to. I mean, it's a staple in the athletic
just
community.
Like the traditional?
I go for the either the grape or the strawberry.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you into? You like those?
I do. Actually, this year was the first time I ever tried one.
Okay. Yeah.
They're great though.
They're special, man. They are serious. I mean, the amount of peanut butter and jellies that are eaten by college athletes needs to be studied because we have them in the locker room all the time.
I mean, it's just so convenient.
Oh, it's so easy. And you get protein, you get carbs. It's easy for sure.
And do you have a go-to energy drink, or you're a utility guy with that?
So this summer I've been like a utility guy because my go-to for like the last 5 years probably, I don't even know if you guys know them. They're called yerba mates.
I've never heard of it actually.
It's like tea, and it's like supposed to be like healthy, and it's like not too bad for you. Like none of the no crazy chemicals, but I can't find them anywhere around here. So I've been going all around. I've been going bubblers and stuff and anything I can really find. But I've voyaged into some uncharted seas this summer with like some of these like crazy energy drinks that are making me all jittery. So,
well, Matt Kibben, who just struck out the side here in the 4th inning, I don't know if you saw today on Instagram, he posted a little promo for C4. Is that something that you've gotten on board with? Because he was just talking to me about that.
No, the C4s, I'm not into those. Those ones are too strong for me, for sure. But I mean, I know for some reason they sponsor like a lot of college athletes, so a lot of guys love them. Like Coach Phil, I mean, if you leave someone in the dugout, you got to pay him a C4 to get it back. So yeah, I think it depends on the guy.
You know, Gonzo actually just told me I owe him 2 white monsters because he picked my wallet up, wallet up in the parking lot.
Yeah.
But, you know, speaking on Coach Phil and his coaching staff as a whole, obviously younger than your usual coaching staff. What's that like?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Like, you go from a staff where it's like when you're at a Division II school, a lot of those guys, like, that's like they've been grinding their whole lives to get there as a coach and taking different jobs, where it's like it's interesting to see how like different coaches are able to handle that, like, and how age kind of plays a factor, where it's like at Regis, like Coach Jolly, he's coached God knows how many games in his life, and kind of just has a feel for every sort of situation, where it's like this coaching staff is young, but like you can see that like they're adjusting to like having those larger leadership roles, but they've done a really great job. Coach Phil like does a great job mixing up, like pushing us with like letting us realize it is summer ball, we're here to work and stuff. So yeah, I think they're doing a good job, and I think that like this is one of those things you just need some more experience, and you're just gonna get better with it.
Well, they always say that iron sharpens iron, and you have an absolutely loaded outfield group.
Oh, yeah.
What's it been like working with guys like Maddox Morrison and Braden Smith and Sam Kwapnoski every single day?
Oh, man, it's cool. Like, so Sam and Braden came a little later, so we got to meet them later on, but Maddox is just a baller, and all of them are older than me, so it's like they've been in the game longer, and like I think we just all balance each other out in a way where it's like Sam, I mean, you've seen him hit, like he bangs it, and all of them, like everyone in the outfield does, but it's just kind of cool to play with different guys from different areas, different schools that have different approaches to the game, and you're able to like learn like what do they do at SIU that they don't do at Regis, or vice versa. And that's just fun to get to know those guys and get to play with them and get to kind of, like, you'll see like in the first couple games, it's like a little awkward. Like you don't really know how to call anyone off, like how it works. Then now it's like we're rolling with steam.
Bo, I don't know if you've noticed here.
I have.
This is Whately Kolopek at the plate.
I have noticed.
Have you ever seen him take a swing?
No, I haven't. But I have seen him squat in the gym, and it's kind of scary, so.
Oh, he threw him the Ephus, Rookie of the Year style. That's popped up. Yeah. Left side of the infield. Catch is made for the first out. So do you have any funny moments like that? Well, first, actually, I want to talk about Whately Kolopek. He's a monster in the gym.
He's unreal. Yeah, it scares me. It makes me feel bad about myself and scares me. It's a good little mix.
Well, I think a lot of people are scared when they have to step up against him in the batter's box.
Yeah, I've noticed that for sure. He has an intensity to the game that's it's just fun to watch. He's going to end up at a really good school for sure, and he's just a monster, dude.
You have a game like Saturday where obviously, tightly contested. To have a guy like that in your back pocket, to see him fired up, yelling as he comes off the mound after the final out, after, by the way, striking out the last 5 hitters in a row. What does that do for you guys as a team?
I mean, it just fires you up in the dugout. The thing is, it's like, especially in a game that kind of we had and then they made a comeback, it's like, you need to be able to shift the momentum at some point, and having a guy that's going to fire up the dugout is simply the best way to do it, especially a guy that's dominant on the mound and strikes guys out and is talking to himself and pacing around the bump. It just creates a good atmosphere for all the boys to get that momentum back and go get a win.
Now, when he's on the mound and he's coming in between innings and he's got the headphones on, is it like a starting pitcher throwing a no-hitter? You can't talk to him?
Oh, you're not talking to him. Yeah, actually, the funniest thing ever was after he came in the bottom of the 8th, I want to say. I'm watching. There you go.
That's going to dunk in for base hit.
Yeah.
Ben Foyer,
of course,
is on board.
As always.
As per usual.
Yeah, he just finds green grass, man. Yeah. So he finishes the bottom of the 8th and then walks into the dugout, or no, sorry, was going to walk down to the bullpen to get his headphones and his phone to start putting on the music. And our Cade Bleeker, our bullpen guy, already had the station set up for him at the end of the dugout. So he's like, oh, no, you're good. Come in here. He throws him on, turns on the music, and it's like you can hear the music outside of the headphones. And it's the funniest thing in the world. I love it. I seriously love it.
Do you have any other funny routines?
Get out ball.
There's a fly ball. That's going deep to left field. Oh, that's caught just in front of the wall. Braden Smith, you thought that
good
one was
swing.
out?
I thought that was out for sure. Oh, that's a good swing.
Is that
It is.
Is that Caleb Hoppy?
It is Caleb Hoppy.
How about it? Doesn't get better than this.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's just good stuff.
I'll ask you the same question. Have you seen Hoppy swing a bat?
No, and I don't want to. I don't. I might close my eyes for this one.
You're saying you don't want to take play-by-play here for
No,
this?
I mean, Hoppy, man.
All right, okay.
Beat it out.
This could be an infield single, and it is.
Why does he low-key move? He kind of moves better than I thought. That's not bad at all.
Pitchers who rake, right?
They're saying that, yeah. Good grace.
It's a base hit for Caleb Hoppy.
Wow. I did not have that on the bingo card today. That's funny stuff, man.
So I tried to call my shot earlier in this game. I said, I have a feeling today is going to be the day for the $10,000 Grand Slam.
Oh, well, there you go.
I believe you haven't been up in that spot, bases loaded, bottom of the sixth yet.
I
you
was
have.
once,
okay.
yeah. And I got drilled in the calf.
That's a
so pretty much, like, that might be the most nervous I've ever been for an at-bat. And, like, the kid on the mound was a position player. And so basically walking up, I was like, if I get in this moment, like, I'm just going to enjoy it. It's going to be fun. But then as I realized what was going down, the crowd started getting louder. Like, my heart just started racing. And I was like, oh, man. And then, I basically got up there. I was like, I'm either going to strike out or hit a homer here. So swung and missed at the first pitch. Probably was about 5 seconds early. And then got drilled in the calf. So passed it on to someone else.
Well, the way you guys have been swinging, I'm sure you're going to get more opportunities.
Absolutely. I hope so, for sure.
Well, Bo, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having
here.
me, guys. Appreciate
it's been a pleasure.
You guys.
We hope
Appreciate
to
you guys.
have you on again later in the season.
Wait, can I make a quick shout out?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I just want to shout out my parents, my brother, my sister, John Bowker, and the boys from back home, Harper, JT, Ben, Bixby, Justin. I'll catch you boys.
Love it.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I told him I was going to make that shout out.
Spearfish Sasquatch outfielder Bo Iandoli. Great on the mic. We're going to step aside, top of the fifth after this.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
My name is Leighton Schnell, and I'm majoring in biology and getting a minor in chemistry on a pre-dental track. It's a great community. Everybody has your back. You will gain so many more opportunities than you even thought possible. Being a part of BH in a small community, you have more ties and connections with students and advisors. Being able to have those gives you a pathway to more opportunities.
Top of the fifth inning. Jackson Peters on the mound. Sasquatch up 17 runs. With the score being where it's at, should the Squatch get 3 outs here, that would be the ball game. 15-run lead after 5 innings.
It's not an ILB rule, but we've all agreed upon it tonight. We're just going to call it where it's at. We got weather rolling in. We're going to try to save arms, avoid injury. I'm going to call it after 5.
It's just the right call. The sky here is very gray. You can see it. It seems like the rain is coming in soon. But Jackson Peters gets a shot. First pitch. That's outside for ball 1.
Still looking to sign with a pro level team. I know he's in some negotiations right now. The deal is yet to go through.
1-1. It's not hard to see why. I mean, this guy, disgusting. It's a unique arm slot, which we've said it time and time again. Weird is good with pitching. That's something I love, honestly. You just look for guys who are different in the way they throw the baseball, whether it be their pitch types. My mind always goes to Trey Savage, who took the baseball landscape by storm. We've got Caleb Hoppy in right field, by the way. I think Waitley Kolopek, he's the designated hitter now.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
3-1 the count on Kurt Heath, who is 1 for 1, single and a sac fly in this one. 2 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for the Aviators. There's strike 2, outside corner. Squatch have 19 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error. Looking to win their 4th straight game, match season high win streak. That's 1 hop out to Foyer at short. Actually, they're going to say he caught it on the fly. There's the first out.
He did. It's a good call.
Umpire Justin up here in the booth.
Yep. Hey, these eyes are certified in the state of South Dakota.
I could go for like a driver's license, umpiring.
Yeah, all of it.
But going back, talking about outliers, I think the two, they actually play for the same team now, which is fun. Trey Savage, Tyler Rogers, if you put them on a clock, that's 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock right there. And it's like, when you see those guys back to back, I mean, how do you hit it? Colin Bird scorched a double off the wall his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. Filthy slider from Peters, but doesn't get Bird to bite. It's 1-1. As it's just hitting 8 o'clock here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. The weather is held up for now.
We are under a severe thunderstorm watch now. Got a little bit of light leaking in as the sun goes down. You can see it across the field here.
Now, are we on Rainbow Watch? It's pretty gray.
Yeah, it is pretty gray.
2-1 from Peters. Swing and a miss. Filthy sinker.
Go from baseball play-by-play to a little bit of weather reporting.
Go for it.
If we look at the radar, got a thunderstorm to the southwest. South of Sundance could come our way.
That hit off the bat of Bird. Two-seamer bearing in on his hands. It's a foul ball. Certainly a pretty look. The gray is scary, but you've got the mountains or the hills in the background, as the Squatch right fielder right now would say. High chop out to third. Throw is in time.
Yeah, that's Smith at third.
Yeah, they got him everywhere.
Yeah. I think he's played more positions now this year than he hasn't played.
I bet we could see him play at shortstop, probably anywhere besides catcher for Braden Smith. Such a good athlete.
Yeah.
Kendrick Aragon is coming to the game at first base. First pitch is outside to Ethan McLaughlin, who is predominantly a pitcher, but we saw him put a couple balls out in batting practice.
Yeah, he had some good rounds.
He's in for Xavier Cahill. Last hope for the Aviators here this evening. Seeing all kinds of pitchers take the plate. And you know what? They all made contact. Hoppy gets a hit. Whately Kolopek pops out, but a good at-bat.
Pops out on a 38-mile-an-hour ephus.
Yeah, it is Rookie of the Year, right? Because that's Henry Rowan Gardner.
Yeah.
He loses his whatever superpower, and he throws the ephus. That's lined. Dive and a catch. Put a highlight on that one. Exclamation mark ends this game. We get the ESPN Top 10 sounds from our PA guy, Cody, and that is your ball game. It took 4.5 innings, but the Sasquatch handled business. They win 19-2. The offense scores 12 runs in the second inning. They were up 16-0 through 2. Justin, that was pretty much the story of the day.
Yeah, it was. Jumped on him real early, 4 in the first, 12 in the second, and never looked back. Got some what could be iconic Sasquatch moments when we look back at them. Hoppy with an infield single. Yeah, it was a weird day at the ballpark.
I think weird is a good way to describe it. We're going to take a break here. We'll have the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show when we return.
Looking for the ultimate family getaway? Hart Ranch Camping Resort has you covered with endless activities and top-notch amenities where the destination is the vacation. Want to try before you buy? Experience Hart Ranch with our resort membership preview. Just $139.95 for 4 days and 3 nights of unforgettable RV camping. Love what you see? We have membership types available for the occasional camper to the every weekender. Call 605-737-5360 or visit hrresort.org to schedule your membership preview today.
We're all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
I'm Noah Westergaard, and I'm studying photography at Black Hills State. Being able to use what I learned in class to apply to actual things and not just a project for a grade, to have an actual purpose behind some stuff, I think it's pretty rewarding. The opportunities are there. I know that I'll be able to do whatever comes my way.
Your home for the newest games is at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. When you're looking for the latest and greatest games, the Lodge is the place for you as we are constantly updating our gaming floor with new and exciting games. There's always something fresh and new at the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. Your home for the newest games.
I learned about the Black Hills Underground campus where Black Hills has a partnership with Surf, an old gold mine that has been converted into a science lab almost a mile underground. We're studying neutrinos and looking for WIMPs or dark matter. Thinking about the most profound mysteries of the universe, you don't expect it to be a mile underground. It's super cool.
We're back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show, joined alongside relief pitcher / superstar hitter Caleb Hoppy. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So take us through that whole process there. When did you know you're going to get an at-bat, and what were you thinking when you stepped into the box?
I found out about third inning. I actually kind of went in and asked about it. We were up a decent amount, so thought I would give it a shot, go in and ask, and they were like, yo, take some BP. Got a few swings in the cages, came back over there, like, you're going to go play right field. I was like, all right. I haven't played right field since I was a junior in high school, so this will be fun. And went out there, all I could think was hit a bomb. And needless to say, I did not do that. So
how'd you feel running down the line? Did you think you had it?
I thought I was going to get thrown out, honestly. I'm slow. Pitchers don't usually do that very often, so.
So you said you haven't played the outfield since junior year of high school. When's the last time you stepped in for an in-game at-bat?
Last summer, actually, I did it here too. Hit a line drive in between the shortstop and third baseman for a single RBI, and was kind of hoping that I'd have more guys on base and try and keep that going there. But I'll still take a 1-for-1 at-bat on the day.
So you're saying you're batting 1,000 in your Spearfish career? Have
Yes.
you told Coach Phil?
May have brought it up beforehand, but we'll see. We'll see what I can get in after this. So.
Now, playing in right field, you're up 17 runs. What's the thought process watching this team dominate on a day-to-day basis?
I mean, we're a solid team. I mean, it's been said a few times, last year's team was really good, but I think that we can be even better this year. I mean, we've proved it with the runs we've put up in games, with how many games we've won compared to lost. I mean, we're in a lot better spot at the beginning of the year this year than we were last year. But I do think having these games where we can put up these many runs puts a lot of confidence in our hitters, also puts a lot of confidence in our pitchers to, go out there and do their jobs that they need to.
Now, one final question. Of course, it was you and Waitley Kolopek who got the 2 at-bats. You think there's anyone else in the bullpen who sneakily could come in and could put one out of the yard?
I could see Peters putting one out here. I watched him do it. We did pitchers BP last year. I watched him put 2-3 out over right field. So I know that he's got that juice in him that he can do it. But I could see a few other pitchers that might be able to get a hold of one. So,
well, Caleb, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to step aside here. That was Sasquatch two-way player Caleb Hoppy. We'll be back with Coach Phil Demas when we return.
Thinking knee replacement? With the area's only ROSA robot, Monument Health offers a more personalized and precise procedure, customized for your anatomy. Get going with Monument Health, your partner for advanced orthopedic care.
Back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show, we're now joined by Squatch head coach Phil Demas. And Coach, you get what you described as a much-needed rest day yesterday. What did you see from the at-bats today?
I mean, we just didn't give anything free and, let the game run its course, honestly. It was a weird day with the rain and everything, and I'm glad we got to have a fun one today instead of, the little bit of heated, weird one we had on Sunday with the Zap, right? So, no, much better feeling today.
Now, I have to ask, when did you get the idea and how did you choose that it should be Waitley and Caleb Hoppy to get the 2 at-bats there?
No, Waitley has been asking me probably since the first day he came in, right? I've always told him if we got 20 runs, I'd let him hit first. So, we didn't quite get there, but it felt like the right time to do it. So, put him in there, and then Hoppy was supposed to pitch today, and, obviously that got banged. So, it was a good opportunity to give him a little pick-me-up at least and let him hit today. So that was the deciding factor right there.
Well, Waitley works a quality at bat and Hoppy gets a hit. Did they impress you a little bit?
I will say this: they were pitchers. They're pitchers, but at least they put the ball in play and enjoyed it. And it was a good way to end the game. Honestly, it was fun.
Now, looking ahead tomorrow, coming off of a game like this where you dominate, you guys have taken care of business against the Aviators. How do you make sure that guys don't, look ahead to that Casper series coming up, keep them focused on the task at hand?
Really, that's the only thing I said after the game today was, enjoy these ones and have fun. handle business. But at the end of the day, like, we still got to be, the goal isn't these games right now, right? It's the end of the week. It's versus Casper. So we just got to, get our swings off. Don't change anything. Don't let them make us anxious, impatient, stuff like that. And so that way we're still locked in, ready to go for Casper this weekend.
Well, Coach, thank you for joining us
appreciate
here.
You guys anytime.
We're going to step aside here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show. We'll have our final thoughts here when we return.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Back here on the Spearfish Sasquatch post-game show, Squatch take care of business, take down the Aviators, 19-2, 15-run rule after 5. Justin, any final thoughts?
I really don't. I really hate to sound like a broken record because I feel like we've said this so many times at the end of games here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. Just everything went well. Everything went, Coach Demas said specifically the game ran its course. Nobody's surprised. Nobody's offended. This is just how some of these games go with Capital City being a brand new team. Playing a light schedule this summer, some of these games are going to go like this. So just step up, get your at bat, take your swings, and have fun. Don't focus too hard on the weekend. Don't stay, cemented in here. Just play baseball. It's a kid's game, and that's exactly what they did today.
Sasquatch will be back at it here with the Aviators tomorrow. First pitch will be at 6:05 Eastern. It's Star Wars night. The Return of the Jedi, Imperial March. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan. I'm just throwing words at you. But then a few days off. Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the Sasquatch are in Casper. They get Sunday off, and then Monday, right back here against the Aviators. Same thing on Tuesday. It's 80s and 90s night at the ballpark. Gonna hear some good music. It's gonna be a blast. If you want to get tickets, scan that QR code right there on your screen. It will take you to buy single game tickets. If you want to buy a package, if you want to buy more, that'll be right there on that same website. Thank you all for tuning in here on Spearfish Sasquatch Live. Alongside Justin Hausman, I've been Nikita Lohman, signing off.